Oh yeah, snap into a Slim Jim, you dig it?
Gonna make some motherfucking breakfast big time, cause I'm hungry, yeah.
I realized that while I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, I sing a lot. I also realized that Oreo's a flubby bubby whoopie whoopie. Really? That's all the energy you got? That's it? No. Let's get the pan on the stove top and make it real hot and throw some egg into it. Today's egg of choice. Egg creation, Southwestern. What? Tex-Mex, Southwestern. Actually was chunks of shit inside of that egg. That's pretty gross. Well, that looks kind of good. Just making a coffee. Actually, all I'm doing is boiling up some water so I can make some instant coffee because I'm too candy poor to afford K-Cups. So I'm watching McJuggernuts here, right? No, that's not his name. I keep calling him McJuggernuts. It's McJuggernuggets. He's pretty big on YouTube. He does the Psycho Dad videos and stuff like that. And it's funny because when I mentioned this guy before, a lot of people are like, oh, all of his shit's faked and his dad's in on it and stuff, and they're doing it for views, and, well, I don't know about that. Like, if that's the case, his fucking dad needs to be in Hollywood, because he's a hell of an actor. But, seriously, like, yeah, if this is fake, his dad should be in Hollywood big times, because he puts on a good show for this. He actually makes it look really, really good, just like Angry Grandpa. But, this video here is the, how to grow your YouTube channel, and it's funny because I'm doing all the stuff he's talking about, except for I don't have a dad that'll lose his shit and come over and smash my Xbox. But still, like, it's friggin' everything he's talking about. Like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing the tags. I'm doing well, I'm trying to make funny video titles, but, like, my life is boring right now because, you know, this whole job I have, the old job, the thing that McJuggernuggets' dad wishes he had and doesn't realize that when you have a YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers producing the views he has, he's making more doing YouTube than he would at mowing lawns or selling pizza out of the back of his car, or I don't know what he went to school for, probably business, because he seems really business oriented. I'm going to say it's business. I'm probably wrong, but I haven't watched his older videos, so it's hard to say. I know why it is. Why my channel's not growing. I need a freaking haircut. I should have got a haircut, but I didn't get a haircut. Son of a bitch. But no, I'm just watching this here video, and he's talking about things. And one of the things he's talking about, which is funny, and a friend of mine who started YouTube went and did it, and they don't make videos anymore because YouTube caught on and fucked his channel right over. And what it was do not buy subscribers, do not buy views. You can go on eBay and buy views for your channel, but literally they're like a bot that opens a video, watches it for 3 seconds or 30 seconds and closes the video, and then rinse and repeats it. And the reason why you don't want to do that is, let's say you go out, let's say you're a channel that's making like 1,000 views a day, okay? We'll say you're pulling 1,000 views a day, and you go on eBay, you spend $100 and you buy 50,000 views. Now you're gonna have 50,000 views on your channel that's watching your videos for 30 seconds a piece. If you're like me and you're dropping these 20-minute friggin' sitcoms, all right, and you got a bot that's watching 30 seconds of that, your audience retention will take the biggest dump ever. And if you're in this for a job to make money to survive, well, your CPM or RPM, depending on what you're with, CPM if you're with AdSense, RPM if you're with a network, it's going to take a shit because your RPM is based off of audience retention. And yeah, so you're going to have like all these like 5,000, 50,000, whatever, 30-second views on 20-minute videos, and your audience retention is going to take a shit, and it's going to hurt your stats, and well, you won't be making the money. That's a given. That and YouTube catches on when they see like all of a sudden an influx of views, but the comments aren't happening and the likes and dislikes aren't happening and the ratios are off. They'll do an audit on your channel, detect that you bought views because they'll see where the views are coming from, and like my buddy, your channel could get suspended for breach of terms of service. So don't do that kind. Just be honest on YouTube, people. Just the one thing he talks about, which is true, is find your niche and roll with it. And for me, mine is technology. That's why I'm a nerd and I show a lot of tech stuff, and you know, I don't really go out into the sunlight very much because, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Friggin' McJuggernuggets, man. How to grow your channel. I love watching these videos because, like, his is probably the best one I've seen so far. I've watched a couple before, and it's like, people who got big because somebody big shouted them out, and then they drop a video on how to get big, and they're like, oh, use tags, and make sure to use creative video thumbnails, and be good to your audience. And it's like, no, what you need to do in your case is you contact somebody big and you beg them 50,000 times to fucking shout your name out on YouTube. They do, you get big, then you brag about it. That's how it works. That's how it works, right? But no, like McJuggernuggets here, his video is probably the best. I should probably chuck a link in the description if you want to check it out. How McJuggernuggets can tell you to get big on YouTube. And maybe other people out there would like it. Fucking McJuggernuts. Just got up. Big stretch needed. Well, I should go and crank off a lunch, but not before I pet the kitty. Oh, the meows. You want me petting you? Ooh, look at that face. I found a hot spot, didn't I? You like it scratched there. Or not. You want it on the back of your head? Is that a purr? Oh, that's a purr. You sound like a motorboat. You sound like a little fluffy motorboat. Yes, who does? Why is it when people talk to their pets, they always get baby voice? You ever notice that? Like, you'll walk up to your cat and be like, hey, you kitten witten, how are you doing? But it's like, oh, hey, bud. You're almost as long as Felix was. Almost. Not quite, but you're getting there. You're a long kitty. You're really slender, though. The vet weighed her in at 4.5 pounds. I think, oh, Jesus. A wild Oreo appeared. My goodness. Hello, Oreos. Guess you want attentions too, eh? You don't want to get the cat, get it all. Look at this. Give him like a crazy hairdo here. Make him into like a triceratops. We'll give him an Elvis Presley hair. Here we go. Come on, bud. Elvis Presley. Is she attacking your bum? She was attacking your bum. You gonna tolerate that? She's all jealous, eh? When Oreo comes up here and takes the camera, she gets so upset. Look at her. She wants to like friggin' rip his face off. Really, bud? You're that starving for attention right now? That you're gonna climb on my side and get the pets? Oh my goodness. Okay, now I need to wash my hands and I gotta make a lunch. Because when you pet the puppy, you get puppy oils on your hands and that's just gross. Well, you should wash your hands a lot anyway, regardless, because it's good hygiene practice and you might not get sick as quick. You know what I'm saying? You won't get colds as often. Already, my lunch is made. No, it's funny, McJuggernuggets, I keep calling him McJuggernuts, started watching his videos a while back, and I thought they were pretty damn good, you know? Like, I was like, well, this is pretty good. But I was like, what camera's he filming with? And I saw, oh shit, he's filming with a DSLR. Yeah, I don't like those kind. You know, this camera's easy to use. I'm just grabbing another bottle of juice right now, because I already down 2 bottles of juice. Okay, I look like a frickin' hobo with this beard and this hair. Maybe tonight nobody will bug me to do something, and I can come home and blast my head with the razor. Are they fighting over a carrot? Scampers doesn't like carrots. Oreo loves them. Look at her. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Her ears are right back. She's in fight mode. She is pissed. So jealous of Oreo, because Oreo got carrot and she didn't get anything. I should give her some cookies. Come on, stupid. Oh, wrong stupid. Oh, hey, she came up there like a wrecking ball, eh? Thank God the window was there to stop her. There you go, look at that. A couple cookies. So you don't kill Oreo because you're jealousy. My goodness. But yeah, like I watched his videos and I saw the video of his dad. The first video I ever saw of him was his dad mowing over his Xbox video games. Wow, I thought for sure it would have bunged up the mower, but he was driving this massive friggin' commercial grade 0 turn, so I guess not when they're that big of a mower, right? Like, you know, the Dynamark probably would have just locked right up and the blades would have blown off and the friggin' 18 horse Briggs would have seized and all that, but I guess when you're riding something that, you know, commercial use, it's pretty decent. But then I started watching some of his vlogs and his other stuff, and I don't know, I thought the guy was pretty funny. Then I read the comments, people like, oh, you're just so fake, you know, you faker, you're faking, oh, this is all acting, blah, 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 and it's like, you know, if you would have watched the video that came out last night where his dad freaks out on a fan because the fan calls him Psycho Dad, I personally think his dad, like, for instance, me, right now I have a job, my dad's off my case. When I lose my job, I give it 1 month before dad is on my case about, well, did you get another job? Are you working yet? Why aren't you working? Get another job. You need a job. Even if I was doing the views and able to survive on this, Dad wouldn't understand. And that's the problem with McJuggernuggets' dad, is he doesn't understand that things have changed. Like, my buddy JP makes bankroll off of Twitch because he streams. That's his job. He makes entertainment. He's no different than Leonardo DiCaprio, except for Leonardo DiCaprio got to die on the Titanic in fake life. But like, that's what this is. It's entertainment. You're generating video entertainment, and YouTube is slapping adverts on it, and you're getting paid for it, which is no different than watching an episode of Friends and they play episodes of like Burger King commercials and shit like that. That's how they get paid. And that's like I tried to explain to Dad. I said, the way the world is, it's changing. Back in the day, a job meant pick up a shovel and go and dig, or, you know, construction, or architect, or whatever. And then all of a sudden the computer shit started. So then these office admin jobs started, and working in an office and stuff. And for the longest time, like, oh, you got an office job? Wow, you must be lucky. Like, that's so easy. That's easy work. Well, yes and no. You know, like a construction job, or I don't know what to call them, like a hands-on job where you gotta like do physical labor. That's right, a physical labor job is hard work. Probably not mentally stressing, but it's physically killing. Like, it'll wreck your body fast. An office job like what I have is mentally exhausting. It's a mental job. And I say that and you guys think, yeah, mental as in a hug me jacket in a padded room playing bounce off the walls all day, which you could actually end up there, you know. It's probably happened. But that's the thing, right? Like, there's mental jobs and there's physical jobs. And for the longest time, the norm didn't accept the mental job. Like, oh, you just sit in an office all day and slap at a keyboard. You're an idiot. Why do they even pay you for that? Like, you don't even deserve the kind of money you're making doing that, because you're not even doing anything. You're just sitting there slapping at a keyboard. But like, right there is evidence that things are changing. The way life is changing. What's classified as a job should be anything that makes you money. Like right now, this YouTube of mine, it's a hobby, you know, because I have my job that pays for everything you see in this house, and then some. And then I have this YouTube that I do, which is my hobby, you know. It's a way for me to communicate with people outside and have a good time and make funny videos and practice video editing and try something outside of my job, even though I work with computers at work and I need a computer to make these videos, you know. But theoretically, that's one thing we talked about was, well, how can you say you're getting away from your job when your job requires you to sit at a computer and make these videos and stuff? And the difference is my job is to fix computers. So I'm talking people through settings and checking parameters and blah, 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 and changing files and blah, 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 and nonsense and bullshit. Where editing a video, there's no repair happening. It's just me sitting in front of Sony Vegas and bringing clips together and cutting them up and trying to make something entertaining for you guys to watch. So for me, like, this is therapeutic, you know, as long as I don't read the comments. But honestly, who the hell am I kidding? I have to read the comments. I always read the comments. I say I don't read the comments, but I do read the comments. It's just when they're rude and, you know, annoying, I don't acknowledge them anymore. I'll just like not comment on a comment to make it look like I didn't read the comments that day and I just gave away all my secrets, but whatever. Because some days I just can't tolerate ignorance, and it's like, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Just let him out to go for a shit. Here's, go poop! Oh, he's kangarooed up, never mind. Yeah, I gotta get the weed whacker out and clean this area up a little bit. Next Thursday I'll have to mow again. That's a given. I've been mowing every 2 weeks now. So, not a big deal, not a big deal. I also want to grab my garden hose and throw it on the lawn there, and I gotta do something about this mess. This is gonna be a weed whacker operation followed up by a douse of vinegar probably. Whoo-wee! It's freaking hot in here. But, I'm gonna head off to work. And we're gonna talk about this YouTube thing a little bit more probably. I don't know, because it's on my mind and I really want to. Like, for instance, my cousin, he basically said, you know, and I hate bringing this guy up, but I'm gonna, it's Pug 1. But he's like, oh, I can't watch Pug 1, that guy needs to get a real job. And I told him, I said, what, you don't consider YouTube a job? He's like, no, I don't consider YouTube a job. I'm like, well, YouTube's harder than a job. And he goes, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, think about it. Your job, you know what you're doing before you even get there. Like, I know what, right now, I'm on my way to work. I know what I'm gonna be doing when I get there. I'm gonna be sitting at a desk, waiting for my phone to ring, and then I'm going to walk the customer through repairing whatever the problem is. I don't know what problems are gonna be brought to me tonight, Could be anything. There could be an outage right now that I'm not aware of, you know? This is the thing. It's like, but I know what my tasks are, and I know how to get them done. With YouTube, however, doing this daily video thing, I don't know what I'm going to make today's video about. I can get a general idea last night. If I don't write it down, I probably will forget. But like, I don't know what I'm gonna do day in, day out with this YouTube. So it makes it a lot more challenging than a job to me. Like, if you think about it, unless you're the manager, unless you're running the operation and you gotta figure out ways to get shit did, if you're just a peon, a little peasant at your workplace doing orders that are drilled out to you by a boss, you know what your job is before you even walk through the door. You know what you're gonna get done that day, you know how you're gonna do it, and blah, blah, blah. With YouTube, you don't know, you know? Well, today I'm going to mow the lawn. Well, how am I going to film that? Okay, I am. What am I going to do for that? How can I make it look entertaining? Now you got to start thinking strategic. Well, I could strap a GoPro to the lawnmower. I could film it and super time lapse it. Fuck, I could do it backwards and call it how to plant grass, you know? With the Grass Planter 5000. Done a video like that in the past on Skaven Games. Oh, nice creeping roll there, bud. Just creeping over the stop sign. Like, brakes don't work. Got to put her in first and lurch. Son of a bitch. Anyway, so that's why I argued with them. I said, you know, YouTube can be a job, because honestly, a lot of the YouTubers I know that are really successful at it admit to never having free time, because they're always on YouTube, on social media, you know, they're on Instagrams, they're on Twitters. I can't figure out Twitters, which is probably, you know, pretty bad, but I don't understand Twitters. Twitter's just fucked. That's a service that I gotta like Google, maybe take a course on or something. I don't understand what I post things on it. I don't know how to check if people reply to my posts. Like, people are using this thing for questions and answers. Like, oh, tweet me a question with the hashtag question for vlogging life, and I'm gonna make a video in a couple days and I'm gonna answer your questions. It's like, okay, but once you do that, how the hell do you find those tweets that people are sending to your hashtag? Like, I don't know how to do that. I see Kid Behind a Camera does it, and Jenna Azarek does it. It's me, Jenna E. They do Twitter questions, and like, obviously these people grew up with Twitter, and like, I went with Facebook because I was in college and I had the ability to sign on to Facebook at the beginning because of a college ID. I don't understand Twitter. Twitter to me is like text messaging, but limited characters, like classic text messaging with like a Motorola flip phone type operation where you can only put up 150 characters and call her quits. So I never really understood Twitter. But I'd like to do that, a Twitter questions and answers, if I could ever figure the son of a bitch out. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm a computer guy and I can't even figure out what the hell Twitter's for. Huh, lovely, eh? It's because I'm more about playing video games on my computers than social media. But like, you look at a lot of these guys, like Juggernauts will say, like, he'll wake up in the morning and sit there and spend 2 to 3 hours social media. And you're probably like, people think, oh, well, that's fun, you know, you get to sit there and play on social media, it's fun, it's fun. Sometimes it's not, man. Sometimes you got things, but you can't because you're busy. You know, like, this is the reason why, like, I don't know, like, to me, YouTube is a job that you can be big on. You can make a lot of coin doing it, but you spend a lot of time making that coin, therefore you don't have a lot of free time to spend that coin, you know? Especially if you're a gamer. Like, you watch like Frankie, holy frig, noise up transport. Like, you watch that guy Frankie 1080p on PC or something like that. You know, he's a gamer. He actually admitted that on a 30-minute video, he will sit there and play a game for 3 hours. So that's 3 hours real-time video game playing, so he can bang out a 30-minute video. That's pretty crazy. Like, obviously it's fun, because playing video games can be a lot of fun sometimes. But it's still 3 hours sitting in front of a computer playing a video game just so you can make the paycheck at the end of the week and buy yourself like dinner, you know? It's not an easy peasy job. That's why I'm rolling it as a hobby. Like, I make the vlogs, I do Skaven Games because people like to watch that. I probably should have done what Tim told me to do and cancel Skaven Games and do it all on the Vlogging Life channel, just change the name of the channel to something else. Because he said, yeah, he goes, don't have multiple channels. He goes, that's stupid. Just have your main channel and put everything on it. Because when you start segregating things like that, things get messy. But it's too late for that, and I could really care less, so. We got Skaven Games, we got One Northern Tech, and we have Vloggin Life, obviously. And then I made another channel that's not even monetized called WTF BBQ Films, where all I do is drop stupid clips of nonsense and bullshit and just get a giggle out of the audience. But I don't even advertise that channel because that channel's just there to fuck around. But yeah, like, this is the thing, like, YouTube can be a fulfilling way to make money, and times are changing. Entertainment, video entertainment is a job. Sorry cuz, but you're wrong on that. You can't say, until you've tried making YouTube videos and actually given her, and then you realize the hell that we go through as content creators to produce these videos, and the troubles that we go through, and the cost alone to do it versus the money received. Like, the startup cost is a bitch. So the fact that YouTube pays us is nice because it helps fund projects. Like, you don't know the hardships, you don't got a leg to stand on. Like, I've worked shipping and receiving, I've worked as a dishwasher at Best Western, I've done this telecom shit, I've worked in sales at Staples, I've, like, shipping and receiving, I did it at Walmart, like, loaded and unloaded trucks and shit. Like, I've done all these physical labor jobs and mental labor jobs, and YouTube is the kind of job where it falls under a whole new category because it's mentally and physically tasking at times. Because you gotta get yourself out there, you gotta find the content, you gotta make the content, you gotta try and make the content watchable so that people don't just give up on you. You know, it's a pain in the cock to do, but some of us are able to do it and some are not. Like, I will admit, I've seen some of my friends who were like, oh, you make YouTube videos? I want to do it too. And they start up like a gaming channel, or they pick up a camera and start making video vlogs, and they get a couple into it, and then they're like, you know what, this is stupid, this is never going to pay off, I quit. And then they just fold. Like, they end up putting their camera equipment up on Kijiji and just use their channel to watch people and don't make content anymore. And that's fine. Like, I'd never judge a person for quitting on YouTube because it's not an easy hobby. It's a lot easier to whittle wood than it is to freaking, like, to sculpt wood than it is to make YouTube videos that are going to be watchable. And I'm not saying my shit's always watchable. I know it sure as hell isn't. Sometimes, some days I just rush them, and why did I even post that? But people watch it, so giver. But that's the thing, is like, for me, I feel weird on days that I come to work and, oh shit, should turn off the car, conserve gas, consume gas? No, conserve it. But like, I feel bad on days that I don't pick up the camera and make a video. I really do. Like, I feel weird, like I should be doing something different now, and you know, it's just rough. But it's like, some days I just got nothing to say, and it's pretty brutal. And like I told some people, I said, if you want to get into YouTubing, don't do what I do. Don't try to make a video every day. Start off one video a week. Upload on like a Friday or a Wednesday or a Saturday or whatever. Just one video a week. Do whatever the hell you want. If you're working on cars, I don't know, show how to do a job on the car, you know. If you're working on computers, show how to do the job on the computer. If you're a fucking landscaper, well, why don't you show some of your tips and tricks, but don't give it all away. You know, you can, or if you just want to talk about nonsense going on in your life, do it. Grab a camera. If you're watching a movie and you don't agree with the movie and you want to do movie reviews, well, sit in front of your webcam and totally slander that movie. Maybe Rotten Tomato will pick it up. I don't know. But a lot of my friends that tried it, at first they thought, wow, you're making money off of making YouTube videos? Oh, I need to do that. I'll make like 1,000 videos in a day and make like money, and I can quit my job. Well, sorry, bud. It ain't that easy. It definitely ain't that easy. It's a long process before you can even consider quitting your job to do this full time, I have to admit. But if you stick at it and you keep going, and people like what you're posting, you could be the next McJuggernuggets. You never know. Holy crap, I had to get out of that car. It's like an easy bake oven in there, for frig's sakes. There's sweat stains on my shirt. Sweat stains. Like when my cousin told me that on Facebook about YouTube not being a job, it kind of burnt my dick a bit, because it's worse than a job. because like, you have to figure out what you're gonna do. And like, I wake up in the morning, I sit at my computer for a bit, bang away on Facebook, see if there's anything going on in the news, you know, hit the social media sites, trying to see what's really going on. And if I find a topic to talk about, then I give her. And today what it was I went on YouTube and I came across McJuggernut's video of how to grow. And I was like, oh, perfect. Let's watch that and see what he has to say. And I found that one to be the most informative. Link will be in the description like I said earlier, and you can check it out. But it was probably the most informative video. Oh, freaking bird's eating a shadfly. Son of a bitch. But it was the most informative video I've ever seen on how to grow on YouTube. So, like, it's not gonna make you a friggin' million views or million subs overnight. But there's a lot of good tips and tricks in there, and even some that I'm not using. So I've seen others, and others are just ridiculous. Like, oh, the only way you're gonna get big is with collaboration videos. And it's like, yeah, try living in an area where there's nobody to collaborate with because nobody makes YouTube videos. And I know a lot of you out there have that problem. So those are ridiculous. But there's also social media of sharing your videos across social media, right? Are you serious right now? A shadfly just landed on the lens? Dude. We don't like your kind. This asshole just landed on the lens. Son of a bitch. But as if that just happened, eh? Oh, frig's sakes. But anyway, I think that's my cue to shut her down here, people. So yeah, go check out that video from McJuggernuts. Let him know Vloggin Life sent you if you really want to. He probably won't care because I'm just a wee little baby compared to him. But I better go inside and do a job that I have no idea how to do, and talk to people who still don't know how to do their job because it's the weekend and it's the way she goes. So anyway, people, there you have it. I'm going to end the vlog here. I might pick it up later on tonight. I don't know. We'll see what I do. So if you liked today's video, click the like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.